It's time for a debate.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Ooh.
I don't know what that was.
If you could have any toy manufacturer, examples, NECA, McFarlane, Hasbro, build a toy or toy line of your choice, what would you have them make and why? And side question, who's making your favorite toys currently?
I'll take this. This is very, very, very specific because I've been having an issue finding good quality 3 3/4 inch figures. So I would love to see. Now, they did bring back the GI Joes, but they suffered. The detail was better, but the quality of the figures itself suffered. So I would like to see my favorite McFarlane make a 3 3/4 inch GI Joe, but an O-ring GI Joe. That's the key. Superior. It has to be an O-ring GI Joe.
Why would you choose McFarlane to make that?
Because I like his detail a lot, and the detail really because they tried to get that detail on that scale, but they got away from what made the GI Joes GI Joes. And the same thing that happened to Jack's Doomsday happens with those new retro GI Joes where legs come off, arms pop off. Don't you think
McFarlane be innovating the GI Joe design? Don't you think?
That's why
like he's not just going to do the design you want.
Well, I need to. That's why it's my debate. I need the O-ring, very, very specific O-ring.
Also, I have a question for you. Does McFarlane even do that scale?
Yes.
What's going to happen? You're going to end up getting a bunch of 6 and 7 inch GI Joes that you're not going to want.
That's the classified series. I don't want that.
The Page Punchers with the figures. He has 3-inch figures in the Page Puncher comics that are out. The first joints that drop. He has 3-inch figures. And if you look at the Superpowers line, he kind of sort of recreated that from the 80s. So he can do it. He can recreate a line and add his little spin to it, but still be retro.
And I can put this. I don't need that much more articulation. You want to add a couple extra joints in the knee or the ankle? Fine. But I don't need 22 points of articulation. I just want a high quality. I don't
know. Are we allowed to? I don't. Does the debate question allow us to tell the designer how to design the toy? Or I think because the way I read the question is, if you're having McFarlane design your GI Joes now, you're gonna get a McFarlane style GI Joe.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
I'm very, very specific on what I want. I want a high quality.
You might have chosen the wrong toy manufacturer, my friend.
Here's the debate, Chris. You can't McFarlane's still making your toy, not like you're.
Okay.
So you're getting a McFarlane GI Joe. Now I'm with you only because of the Superpowers line. He was able to recreate what was in the 80s, which is very different than the other stuff he makes. So he might be able to. He might be able to pay homage to that if he wants to.
He could do it.
He can do it. He could do it.
He could do it.
He could do it.
He's gonna look at those. He's gonna look at our request, crumple it up, and like, okay, so we're gonna make a 12-inch GI Joe figure.
Who's this guy trying to tell me how to do my job?
Yeah, who's this guy in this podcast? Get the hell out of here!
All the articulation, all the muscles.
Who's making your favorite?
We're gonna mess up the paint.
What's your favorite toy line right now?
You look at my closet. This McFarlane. I have probably 40 unopened figures stacked to the ceiling in my closet.
That's what's so odd about him wanting McFarlane to play outside his wheelhouse right now.
I like McFarlane. I like what he did, and I like what he did. Lawrence is right. I like what he did with the Superpowers line. I think they could do it, but I'm very, very specific. I want O-ring GI Joes.
Listen. No, I understand. For those of you who are GI Joe connoisseurs, and I listen to this conversation from my little brother all the time. He swears by that O-ring. It's just true. Listen, I second the thing. I think McFarlane is crushing it overall as far as quality, build, and most importantly, price point.
Price point.
For what is being delivered to us at the price it's being delivered at, McFarlane hands down is the toy manufacturer for me. If I were going to choose a line, I would actually choose. See, I love Play Art, but their price point is like you got to shell out hundreds to get those toys. Mm-hmm. So I would choose McFarlane, to make a toy line, and the toy line I would have him make for me, and I'm real split on this one. It's one of two things. I would either have him do a Berserk line, because Berserk lines are like $200 to $300 a figure, and you just, for anything that's actually well quality made. And who's spending $300 on a toy?
Right.
Yep.
So to get McFarlane to make a Berserk line, I would gladly spend my money picking up all the figures. But if I could only have one toy line made, I would probably actually have Final Fantasy get a series run. Something that traces from like the original up to Final Fantasy VII's my jam, but I would have him just do all of it.
Now
do all the Final Fantasy.
The issue with McFarlane
figures.
The issue with McFarlane for both of you is because of his price point, you don't get that many accessories. So you're not getting all the weapons coming in your pack.
You don't need it. Those characters only have like one weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me say something about McFarlane.
Right.
So
Cloud's having his Buster sword. You got Sephiroth having his big sword. Vincent just have a gun. They don't need a bunch of figures.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need
no,
accessories.
it's McFarlane. They don't do guns. No
DC,
guns.
Well, no, they'd sell it.
No,
DC
DC.
McFarlane doesn't do guns.
Oh, DC McFarlane. Okay.
Because
his Spawn
McFarlane
figures, they come with all.
he
Got all the
literally
guns.
he just dropped the Western Spawn.
Yeah.
Rocking 6-shooters.
He dropped the
So
gun
I would
pack, too.
I would have McFarlane make me a, and he dropped the gun pack.
Yeah.
He dropped the gun pack.
Those-
Yeah, specifically, McFarlane got no problem with guns. It's
Right.
DC. Right. So I would have McFarlane make me a proper Final Fantasy line, and I would spend all my monies collecting all those figures.
And would you say McFarlane's your favorite toy line? Did you say that? Yeah, you said that. For the price point, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it.
Yeah.
For the quality and price point, you can't beat McFarlane right now.
No debate for me. Rich, what you got?
Listen, I'm not a big toy collector like you guys.
As we look
I do
at
have
your
a few.
shelf
Yeah,
behind you.
yeah, right?
Says the guy who owns every pop ever
I've
made.
just gotten those, and the pops, yes, they're great. They're great little, things to put up on your shelf, and to sit there and look pretty, I guess. But if I was to get a figure, I used to collect the Gundam figures, and I'm not sure because I threw them away or I lost them in the middle of one of my moves. But I bought a couple of more, which I displayed to you guys, and they are from Tamashii Nations, and they are just dope figures. Like, they have great articulation. They stand up on their own. The weapon accessories are awesome. They're geared towards their specific figures, and I would just run with them because I don't see a problem with them.
Wait, you can have that manufacturer make whatever toy you want.
Yes.
And you can have them make.
You could have them guys making Transformers.
Right,
whatever
but
you
I
want.
don't want Transformers. But I'm just telling you that they're great for these figures, and I haven't had a problem with them so far. And I'm hoping that the figures that I had were also from this brand. I'm not 100% sure because, again, I don't know where they are. They just disappeared during my moves. But I would run with this company, and I would probably run and have them make Spawn. I know.
Ooh.
So we're
McFarlane
loving on
already does
McFarlane, and you're going to steal McFarlane.
I'm still listen. You said
Wait, is he gonna make robot spawns, or he just gonna make
I'm
spawns?
gonna make spawns. Oh, they make more than just the Gundams, sir. Like, come on, you better get with the times. They got the Elden Ring figures. They got a whole bunch of Dragon Balls.
What's the price point?
That's a good question.
Well, I think these were the Gundams were, I want to say, at most $20.
That's not bad.
No, it's pretty cheap.
All right. Oh wait, hold on.
I think that normally when I see those in like novelty shops are $50, $60, $100
you
for
probably
those
gotta
guys.
get them when they drop.
$30. Boom, $30. Right
The
there.
resale on
Okay.
this.
I was
All
at
right,
the
$30.
I was at the comic book shop, but no, it depends on where you go. I don't think all of them. Well, I'm not this particular one here. Yeah, boom, $30, and it's not bad. They hold up pretty nice. They're not. Sometimes you get some figures and they got certain like accessories and they're like misshapen and deformed or whatever. Like the swords are always crisp. Like, look at the plasma sword.
It looks good.
Always
it looks
crisp.
They
good.
do look
Always
good.
But
crisp.
McFarlane has done a really good job at making
don't care.
McFarlane characters.
No, look. Here's my problem with McFarlane toys. All right, and I've been noticing
Let's hear it.
the painting. I've noticed I always have paint blemishes on my toys.
You got to look through them. That's one thing about McFarlane.
You can't look through them though.
Yeah.
Like, how are you looking through them? They're in the box.
You got to try to look through the bubble as much as you can to find blemishes. That's the thing about.
That's why the price point.
That's the price point.
I don't like it.
If you go NECA or even higher, you're gonna get like really great detail and great paint, but you're paying.
Yeah,
I mean,
McFarlane
I
gives
can't
you
wait
like
to open up my
80% of
connectors
that
I
for a
have.
quarter of the price.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Fair.
Tamashii Nations. That's what I'm
Okay.
going with.
I smell you. That's
Mhm. That's right.
McFarlane right now, I can't even say it's my favorite toy line. I got like 25 McFarlane figures. So I have to go with McFarlane. Although NECA, I'm digging NECA too, but I got mostly McFarlane. The toy line, man, I like it when McFarlane does the retro figures, like the Adam West Batman 66 figures. So I want him to do more classic movie TV figures. Like, give me a George Reeves Superman figure. Give me a Dean Cain Superman figure. Give me your Christopher Reeve Superman figure. Give me Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
Ghostbusters?
More so, I'm gonna keep them in DC because I think Hasbro's killing Ghostbusters, so I'll let them stay. But like there's never been a George Reeves Superman figure, or Fletcher Cartoons figure.
The closest thing to that is probably the Superman Frontier.
Right. But I mean,
Very George Reeves-ish.
because he got the baggy Superman costume.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, it
Well,
does.
there you go.
the same way
This guy fight.
the same way he got Adam West's likeness on that 66 figure, I want George Reeves. Like, I think it'd be really cool to have a collection of classic TV and movies, and give me a Michael Keaton Batman. Give me a freaking Val Kilmer Batman figure. Give me just a movie TV toy line.
Batman 89?
No, Val
Yeah,
Kilmer. Val Kilmer.
Oh.
Batman Forever.
Oh.
That's so with like hard nipple?
I want the nipples on there too. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. We're talking